All right, Taurus, welcome to your weekly forecast for November 20th to the 26th of 2017. I do apologize for my voice and for getting these out late. I am currently sick this weekend, but let's go and take a look at this week nonetheless for you. So as a backdrop, we've had Venus recently enter into your sixth house of your work and your health or your day-to-day routine last week. And so I think it's still a fantastic week for integrating this area, seeing where you can maybe get that diet or that routine, time management, energy management, your work life, things like this. You could be enjoying it. There's just, I think, a lot of an emphasis with this area, especially because you had the new moon last Saturday in your sixth house. So any insights you gained last weekend about your health, about your routine, about your work that you want to integrate this week, I think it's a fantastic week for that. So in terms of the aspects, generally things look quite easy this week, generally speaking. We are going to be coming off of that Mars square up to Pluto tension, if you felt any tension on Sunday, maybe involving relationships and possibly also getting some rest in your life, something like that, maybe a bit of clash with those two areas. But whatever it was, it's easing up here on Monday. And as we get into Tuesday, your ruler then sextiles up to Pluto. So you can be feeling by Tuesday, I think, quite empowered. It's a fantastic time for implementing some changes. Again, more than likely with that routine, which is really the emphasis at this time. And just an opening, right? Opening for change there, and I think it can be great to do that. Now, Wednesday, we do have Neptune going station direct in your 10th house. So I would say this week, see if there's been anything you've learned the past 6 months regarding your career or your public image, your productive life, pertaining to specifically what you've been learning these past roughly 10 years about going with the flow when it comes to your career, when it comes to being present with your career, when it comes to unconditionality, when it comes to doing things because it provides soul food, is a soul connection to what you're doing. So it's now this implementation for the next 6 months of implementing this greater present moment connection to your career. And if there is anything you want to shift with this week, I think it might be a great week to do that. Now, once we get into about Friday, the sun is going to be shifting into Scorpio, which is your 7th house of relationships. I think you've already been thinking about relationships this past couple weeks, and you're learning about them, or maybe there's more communication with them. But now the sun going into this weekend really shines the light here. And I think your focus will be going on more to them. And it could be a source of energy for you, life force, and a theme that's sort of setting a stage for what will be a new beginning next month regarding relationships for you. But great to be focused on it nonetheless. Again, continuing to learn and really integrating all that stuff you learned about patience with relationships these past 2 years roughly with Saturn there. All right, so also on Friday, that Mercury is going to be squaring up to Chiron. I don't think it's a major thing, but if you do feel any wounds around Friday involving finances or involving your self-expression, do accept that. I think is great. Accepting those wounds really does lead to the healing. It's more of an internal thing. It doesn't reflect anything on the outer realm. It may also have to do with your sense of self-worth or your self-reliance. But trust me, you're very good here. Do that inner healing, and I think you'll be moving along just fine. Then once you get into Saturday, that Mercury then trines Uranus. And so those same matters, your self-expression, your sense of self-worth, really does get this boost of change. Some of you could be some unexpected things with finances, some new and exciting things this weekend, actually, for having some fun, expressing yourself, getting some joy in your life. Things like that. And it could be in the realm of relationships for you, simply because that's where Mercury is transiting. Could even have to do with friends, actually. Friends are very much supporting the relationship sector for you with this transit. All right, and then the week does end on a Sunday with Venus trining up to Chiron. So there is this healing energy for you, specifically your sign. So this is feeling a bit more rejuvenated, a bit more refreshed. It could, again, have to do with that routine, which is great. really supporting that going into next week. All right, so Taurus, have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all very soon for the next forecast. Take care.